What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see from the thumbnail, I got me an SRT4. I'm gonna go over the reasons why, but first let's go to the intro and then we'll cover a little bit of the car. Stay tuned.
Screwed.
Alright, so a lot of y'all might be asking, why did I get myself an SRT4? Well, I used to have an SRT4 back in the day, and I gotta tell you that these are really quick cars for the price. And a lot of people hate on these cars, but I think a lot of the people that hate probably got their asses handed to them by one. But they only made 20,500 of these cars over the span of 2 years, I believe, that the production run went for. And you take into account that how many racer kids and whatnot got a hold of these cars in the past, wrecked them, just molested them, destroyed them. There's not a whole lot of these cars around, so I consider this car quite a little bit of an investment. but I'm gonna add this car to my fleet, and I believe this car is gonna skyrocket in the next coming years coming up, because there's just not a whole lot of these cars around, and they're very fun cars to drive, and they don't cost a whole lot to make a lot of power out of these cars. For that reason, I wanted to own one. I started looking around on the marketplace, and I came across this one, and as you can tell, it is in very rough shape. It's been molested. They did, you know, invest some money into some parts, aftermarket parts and whatnot. You know, they got these aftermarket mounts on it, a Mishimoto fan shroud, and it had an aftermarket fuel rail on it with some RC 750 injectors. The wiring was a whole lot of rigging going on in the wiring and whatnot. And you know, for that reason, how molested it was, I was able to talk the guy down in price quite a bit, and I was able to secure this car for like $750 in the end. He didn't even have wheels for it. I had to get some spares in order to get it loaded up on the trailer and get it over here. And you know, that's whenever I started looking around on the marketplace for parts and whatnot, and I came across these Advan RC2s. These are pretty rare wheels. These were on a WRX, so the offset and everything is pretty close to what I need in order for it to fit properly on the SRT4. And they're 16-inch wheels, and I believe they're 7.5 or 8-inch width. Can't remember at this point, but I did buy me some new Achilles sport tires for it, and that's going to solve my problem for wheels. And that white powder coated finish is going to pop with the black body on that SRT4. Now, I was doing more research on the marketplace, and I ended up coming across a wrecked 2005 black SRT4, and I got in touch with the owner. I asked him if it ran. He said, yeah, it runs fine. He just got in a front end collision with it, and I asked him to send me a video of it running, and he did. And I was able to secure that at a very low price as well. So tomorrow, me and Eric are gonna head out, go to Colorado Springs. I'm from Amarillo, Texas, so it's a little bit of a drive, about 5.5, 6 hour drive. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna pick it up and bring it back, because I'm gonna use a lot of those good parts to put into this car and make a decent SRT4 out of it. It has nicer interior from what I saw, and the engine does run and everything pretty good from when they cranked it up on the video. So I'm gonna be securing that car for like $1,200. So $1,200 for a running car that is gonna allow me to get this one up and running. $750 that I spent for this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like really giving out prices on, you know, pretty cool parts of what I buy, but you know, I plan on keeping this for a while. I'm not worried about it. I got these wheels for $250, guys. $250, because the guy who owned these wheels is in a little tiny country town in New Mexico, and he tried selling them for a while, and he could not sell them because there's nothing but, you know, trucks and farmers out there. So I was able to secure these for the fact they've been having them for a while for $250, and I was over the moon about how cheap I got these rare wheels for. So these wheels are gonna look sick as hell on this car. I plan to put a suspension on it and everything, get the stance nice on it, and we're gonna get this thing up and running, and I'm gonna have me a nice quick little SRT4. Now Eric, he loves Dodge Neons and SRT4s. He's very knowledgeable about them, and I plan to put a little bit in it and make some good power out of it, and just, you know, cruise it around. And then when people try to flex on me, you know, just stick it to them, because a lot of people that talk shit on these cars, it's probably because they got their asses handed to them by one. I could tell you that much. The one that I used to own back in the day, it was pretty quick. I had a little flash tune on it, a couple little mods, and I used to handle a lot of people, a lot of Mustangs and Camaros, their asses, even Corvettes. I mean, these little cars are freaking quick. So for that reason, and the rarity of them and how hard they are coming to find, I could not pass this up. I jumped on it, and in result, I'm gonna have me a nice SRT4 to own in my fleet of cars. Even though this is an import channel, these are considered domestic imports because Dodge built them for the big import boom back in the early 2000s. And I really wanted to have me one. And I was on the fence for a while to sell it. And then, you know, I talked myself out of it because of how few there are around. So for that reason, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to drive it, enjoy it, add it to the fleet, and I'm going to make a little build out of it. It's not going to take me very long to get this car up and going, and I'm going to do it on the channel. So A lot of you guys that are clicking here for the first time because of the SRT4, go ahead and subscribe, man. Check out my channel. Lots of cool stuff. I try to make fun videos, and you know, the channel's growing, so be part of the OGs of the channel that subscribe to this channel before it gets bigger. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're on the road to go pick up the other car. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention I had some Z31 turbo shirts made for the Z31 that I built here on the channel. This is the outline of my car. This is the logo above it. I have it in a Blade Runner font, and that matches the 80s theme of the car and the shirt. So only a limited number of these are made, and I'll be giving away 2 of these per episode. So 3 requirements. You're gonna have to: 1, be a subscriber; 2, leave a thumbs up; and 3, look for the keyword. Once you got the keyword, enter it in the comments down below. I'll gather up everybody who meets those requirements, and on the next episode I'll do a drawing and I'll give away 2 per episode. Now I only have think maybe 4 or 5 XX larges, and the rest are XLs. Sorry about that. This is just the first run, and I'll see how well it goes. I may have some more made, but eventually, once the channel grows, I'll end up doing a little merch line and start selling these things. But I thought for the first batch that I have, that I'm just gonna go ahead and give back to you guys and allow you a chance to win these without having to spend any money. So stay tuned for that, meet those requirements, and you can own yourself one of these bad boys here. Hell of a weekend to do this, huh?
Fucking it, but it is what it is.
So we picked it up and we decided to make a straight beeline back home because the weather's getting pretty bad out here, guys. And well, we picked it up and I was able to score it for $700 even, because it wasn't quite what I expected, you know, but I do need the engine.
You got screwed. Ah.
And he took it, so now we got it, and we'll be taking it back to the shop where I'll be taking the engine and everything out and all the parts that I can salvage, and then we'll be cleaning that engine up, resealing it, getting the old one out of the other one, and then installing it. And as for the body, once we're done, I do have a surprise for this. Hey guys, sorry I didn't film much of the car, but it was a damn good decision. We decided to come back last night because it had been snowing and it had been snowing, and as you can see, there's snow everywhere, and it's supposed to continue snowing all today. Had we not have made a trip right back, we would have been stuck in traffic and it would have been a nightmare. But these are the t-shirts right here. Got a whole box of them, so there'll be plenty to give out over the span of the episodes, so look forward to that. And keyword on this episode, guys, is going to be hashtag Z31. So enter that in the comments below, but first you have to be a subscriber, have to give this video a thumbs up, and leave that keyword in the comments below, and I'll gather up everyone who does just what I said. And on the next episode, I'll do a drawing, and I'm going to give away 2 t-shirts per episode until these bad boys are done. So next episode, I'll go over the car. We'll look at it more in detail, and we're going to get that engine out and start refreshing it. I'm going to have all the parts pretty much ready to go by the time next weekend rolls around. So I don't plan to waste much time on this at all. I'm going to get it done as quick as I can. And then we'll get back to the Z31 suspension mods that I talked about in previous episodes. And then we'll be moving back on to the Civic build and whatnot. I know I'm pretty bad about doing things like this, like putting projects in front of other projects. But you know what? I have basically a bunch of cars that I want to own. And, you know, the opportunity when it presents itself for me to get a car at a cheap price, fix it myself, and save me a lot of money, I jump on things like that. And, you know, it does kind of put me in a predicament where I have multiple projects going and I have to, you know, basically prioritize. So this SRT4, I don't see it being a big hurdle to get it up and going. It ought to be really quick. The Civic, I have to get more parts, and I still got to get my cross member back, which I should get back this coming week. And so for that reason, you know, I have everything I need in order to get the SRT4 done, and that's the plan. So I guess I'm all done on this episode. It's a snow day for me. I'm just going to kick it and chill, and, you know, was outside cleaning off the cars and stuff. It's pretty cold. But anyway, until the next episode, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one. Peace out.